Hold on 1 minute. So I'm live. I just need to make sure that the stream is actually live on YouTube. Because StreamYard's pretty reliable, but I still like to make sure also because I use my phone to check chat. No, oh, whoa, we already have 2 watching. I don't know who those are, but okay. Actually, yes, I do. Hey, Aiden. And hey, Blake. Well, I don't know what I'll be doing in this live stream. Or maybe I do. Hold on. Let's open up something I just recently got. BlueStacks 5, where is it? And let's play some games for Android on Windows. Because why not? After all, that is what this is for. Oh, come on. Seriously? It still says 2 are watching in the chat. Can I join you? I'll have to call you on Skype. Yeah, TalkBack is off on that emulator right now. There it goes. It resumed itself because I turned the screen on just now. Yeah, the sad part is if you want to play certain games, you have to suspend TalkBack, and the only way I know to resume it is to close out the emulator and reopen it. So yes, this is what BlueStacks is. It's technically a virtual machine of sorts, except it's a lot more compatible with gaming and stuff, and it's much better with TalkBack too. You can even make no, I oh my, I don't want that being read off just because. Can you call? I will in a second. Wait, did it? Let's play. Where should I go? I do have a Bop It game on here, but it isn't accessible. I have that, but I'm not playing it. Ignore that. PodX. That is an app for accessibility. Most of you know it from iOS, so it's pretty self-explanatory. There's not much involved in Blindscape. It's a pretty boring game, I guess you could say. It might be, Blake, but even if it was, that'd be a little hard to play on an emulator. Hold on, Beyonce, I'll call you quickly. Yeah, I need to keep a little bit more notice of my chats. And then I will add Blake to it quickly. I'm gonna add Blake. Hold on. Why can I not add a person to the dang call? Come on. All I see is That's ridiculous. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah? And why not do the group? Because not everyone knows I'm live. That's why we can't do the group. I have a live stream group, but I don't. I mean, I want to add people. I could add people into it, but there's someone I don't think you want to talk to in there.
Yeah, no, I don't. You know, why not just do the National Christian thing?
The National Christian Network? Yeah, why did we just say that on stream?
I don't know. What? I should do it what? If you want people to join you, then I guess,
Well, okay, I could make it a public link like I did before, but there's no way I'm making it a public link. No.
send the link to the group.
I'd rather get my channel terminated than make it a public link. But, you know what? That would mean I would want to make it a public link because I would get my channel terminated if I made a public link because people would join and do really inappropriate stuff like they did last time I did that. So, I can't think of anything else.
You know what, send the link to a smaller group that me and you are in.
Like, what if I give the StreamYard link out to the... Actually, I don't know where to give it out to, but here's the thing, I would rather stick to Skype because if I... First, like, StreamYard, if you screen share on StreamYard without echo cancellation on, it sounds... The audio, it sounds really crappy. Like, I don't know if you know what I mean, but the audio sounds worse than Skype when you're doing a screen share. It does. It sounds even worse than Skype. The audio quality itself for like people's voices isn't terrible, but the quality you get for screen sharing is, and it's already pretty terrible though, so I don't know. But actually let's just call the group. I can't think of how to do this without doing StreamYard, but this is why I want OBS back, but
2107 Aiden, would you like me to pick the hell out of you at Circle J? Words.
What the?
8 would you like me to pick the hell out of you at Circle J?
What is that supposed to mean, Hayden?
2106 beyond sight. Why not do the truth?
Is he? I don't know if he's swearing or if he...
I'm sorry, but he said kick the hell.
He said...
Would you like me to pick the hell? 21.
It's not... It just... It depends on how you use it. That's kind of funny.
2110 Aiden, you guys, I can't do any of this stuff. It has to be hangout.
In order for Aiden to join us, it has to be on Google Hangouts, and I can't. I still have Hangouts, but I don't know if it still supports calls. Well, the Hangouts, so it still exists, but I don't think you can do calls without Google Meet, and I don't think Aiden can do Google Meet. Oh, he's gonna ring me. I know he is. Fine, let's just do it. Why not? Come on, can I not end the stupid call with the keyboard shortcut? Fine, I'll go into it. I don't think it's a good idea to do it during a stream. Nice. Fine. Oh, why? Whoa! Alright, well, let's try...
Result plus enter to activate. Result plus shift plus enter to long press. Actions available. Use alt plus space to view.
2103 beyond sight. Chat message. 2110 Aiden, you guys, I can't do any of this stuff. It has to be hangout.
Yes, it does. Alright, I'm going to screen share quickly.
Menus up like one of the start recording participants first share screen 4.
Come on.
Type document.
What you gonna do?
What?
What the heck you gonna do?
Windows.
Play some audio games, why not?
Windows screen. Auto. Check. Cancel. Windows. Start.
Yep, I'm gonna play some Android games on Windows, just to prove that I can do it.
Start sharing buttons. More options. Screen.
Pull up my Android.
Do you have any games on it? Like, for me, I can play, I have...
Show up in BlueStacks. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but you use it more for productivity than you use it for gaming.
No,
What do you mean by productivity?
Productivity, like email, Skype, all that stuff. He just does it to mess with it, but... So, BlueStacks 5, so... It's actually not BlueStacks 5, it's just called BlueStacks 5, I think is the version number of it, was meant to be an Android emulator for Windows. So it beats Windows 11's new Android app support that will be released shortly. I personally think that honestly, Windows 11 is Windows Vista 3.0, and
Really?
well, Windows Vista, like the UI of Windows 11 I've heard is okay. I'm talking about the system requirements for Windows 11, and I'm talking about, I think its performance is good, because I've tested it, and I've had other people test it, but its system requirements, like, seriously, Microsoft, you doubled it since Windows 10, and Windows 10 was bad enough. Windows 10 was bad enough with its CPU cores and its processors and its RAM. It was bad enough. And now you're going to add the TPM, you're going to add Secure Boot, you're going to add an additional 2 gigs of RAM required, and you're going to require some of the newest processors to install it. And you're going to require a certain version of TPM. You're going to require TPM 2.0 or later to run Windows 11. And there's probably others that I'm missing too.
you're gonna require a certain version of Windows 2, a certain version of Windows 10.
Or newer. Wait, actually,
And also certain BIOS.
it does. It requires the BIOS mode to be set correctly too. It requires the BIOS to be configured as UEFI, which actually the BIOS menu is not accessible with screen readers, because the only way you can get to it is while the computer boots up. And of course, while it boots up, you don't hear anything from the screen reader or anything. So it's not accessible. You can't, there's nothing really that can be done about it either.
21:11.
What's this?
Ethan, my dictation messed up again. I meant, would you like me to beat the heck out of you and Parker? Farkle, I meant. Custody mode.
Well, I almost beat you last time. In fact, I was really close to doing it.
Chat messed custom 21:11. 20.
The web client. Don't even bother.
Why? Why not? No sounds? So what? Hey, at least you get to play the games for free. If you download the iOS app, it rips you off and makes you pay for every single game that's on there. Well, if you just join on the web client or the PC version of it, it lets you do it for free, just at the price of maybe a bit more cluttered interface, I guess.
You know what? Let me tell you this, Max. You know there used to be a version for Linux.
There still is, but, well, it's like,
It's not on their website. It's
oh, you're right, there used to be a version of Linux, but it used an old version of Python, which is like a coding platform for application developers. If you don't, and so that was dropped when Python 3 came out a couple of years ago, and Python 2.7 became obsolete. It became obsolete, and it's not being used anymore. Fun fact, NVDA actually uses that for a lot of its source code. So that's why a lot of add-ons were dropped in 2019.3, was because they updated the Python console to Python 3. So, and then they updated it again with the release of 2021, which broke the add-ons again.
Broke the add-ons again, and then now they had to update the add-ons.
Yeah.
The next version.
And then a lot of developers of their add-ons had to update them to support 2021, and I'll tell you, I was not impressed when I first heard that they were doing this at all. Because when I tested the beta, I tried to install a bunch of add-ons on it that weren't compatible. All of them were not. They would not install. It'd just give you an error saying add-on not compatible every time you try it. And then, so what do? I contact NV Access and I tell them, hey, you can't do this. No add-ons are compatible right now. And they're like, they come back to me and they're like, yeah, well, people will start updating their add-ons as the release gets closer, and some developers might update their add-ons a little bit after.
And that's what happened with Garrett and
Yeah,
they had to talk to the
yeah, like no. And the other thing is too,
Video player.
they had just updated their add-on API 2 years before that. Not even. They did it again. Actually, it was pretty much. I don't think it was even 2 years ago when they released 2019.3 when they had released 2021. So I think that was a stupid thing to do, and I still do. I still think it's a bad thing, because now you have 3 different versions that support a bunch of different add-ons, and you got to know what you're working with.
21, 18, Aben. Aben, can you play Blind Drive? However, you have to block out the swearing.
I can't really. Yeah, there is not really a version of that doesn't have swearing, unfortunately, and I don't even really like playing it.
Custom 21, 11.
That's the problem with a lot of these games, is they have a lot of unnecessary swearing and stuff that I just don't really care for. I can play Fear, and I have others. Let me look.
Column 6. Button mapper, row 3, calculator, calendar, camera, home, log, com.boostx.select, com.boost, contacts, downloads, PCI Eloquence, TC clear, column 3.
I have Fear.
Missing, column
I have Frequency Missing, which is extremely boring, so I'm not playing that.
off.
I do have Odex on here, I'm just not using it.
Download, PCI Eloquence, clear, column 3. Frequency missing, gallery, column 5. Google, column, gallery, frequency.
Where is the install available in the Play Store?
Actually, I downloaded an APK of it because. So here's the thing. So there's for those of you that have Android devices, right? If there's this website called blindhelp.net, and under there, so unlike iOS, you can install apps without going to the Play Store. With Android, there's such a thing as Android apps that you can download and install with a third-party client or with some of the latest versions of Google Chrome.
Android device allow from unknown sources.
Yes. Yeah, when you install it, and this applies to Fear and it applies to Blind Drive. There are apps of it on blindhelp.net that you can just download without paying for it with the Play Store, because I think it's like $4 for Blind Drive, and I don't know the full price for Fear. But either way, I got it for free, and I can play this right now on BlueStacks on Windows. So let me check that one more time. Actually, I'm not going to get my phone out.
20, try again. Fried 20.
I'm just going to turn the volume way down just in case I get anything sensitive. Like a notification that leaks something out. Yeah, I'm not playing that on stream. I'm not playing Frequency Missing, no. Unless someone really wants me to, but personally, I think that game is extremely boring. Alright.
The game, it requires a lot of strategy.
It's not just... Wait, did I... Oh, what's this? Where did this...
Mute button, mute, turn video and stop sharing buttons, close button.
I'm gonna minimize that Skype window. It gets it. There's a box in the upper right corner of the screen that displays the Skype call, and I'm just gonna get that out of my way.
BlueStacks row 1,
My
BlueStacks.
BlueStacks VM.
Back to BlueStacks.
ECI eloquence, clear, column 3.
And I'm gonna suspend talkback because they tell you to play this game.
Out of grid.
That's a disadvantage of Android is you have to suspend talkback
Animal care.
too.
Track by area all animal care. Result was entered at
Yes,
Please
this-
talk back
The
during play.
game of running
Okay,
blind.
button. Clear. Select the team.
I'm gonna suspend it.
Button. Pause the-
And
Cancel.
why not play Factory if it's unlocked? I don't know if it's unlocked in this version,
Pause feedback, 9 of 9.
but
Suspend talkback.
and these games have their own built-in accessibility, so I don't need it right now.
Okay, button. Talkback suspended.
Even though, in order to get talkback back up, the only way I know how to do the only way I know of doing that is closing BlueStacks and opening back up. It's not great, but it's unfortunately what has to be.
Moving. Text. List item. Moving.
Oh! I don't think this is gonna work well with Skype and StreamYard pulled up. I don't think it's going to, because
CPU load 10, average CPU load 97 point, average CPU load 100%, core 1, 100%, core 2, 100%, core 3, 100%, core 4, 100%.
yeah, BlueStacks is one of those apps that just can't be run. It can't be ran with a ton of other apps, especially on such a low-end computer. Well, my RAM isn't terrible. My RAM's really good. My processor is, so the number of logical processors, which is what Resource Monitor will read off, amounts to 4 cores, but the actual amount of cores that my CPU has is 2. So I have a dual core processor, which isn't great. It's okay. It's like average. A step up would be a quad core, which is sufficient, I'd say. But I don't have a quad core just because my computer's... I don't know. Is it still showing this?
Section.
Oh, you know what? I know what it's doing.
Average CPU load 100%, core 1, 100.
Yeah, I didn't know it wouldn't work well. I didn't think this would be an issue. But it is, because I have my web browser pulled up. And I can't...
People that eloquence is not that the quality is not that great on eloquence.
On Android?
Nope. It's more clear on like
You can adjust the quality, but it does kind of make Eloquent sound slightly different.
what do you mean you can adjust it?
You can adjust the sample rate under the settings. Under the app, there is a way to adjust the settings for it. But I personally like the lower quality because it sounds more like how NVDA sounds.
Chat button.
Yeah, it's not...
List with 13 items, clickable button, comment. Out of list graphic get in description. List with toggle button, 8 and 9:24 p.m. I play blind drive on my channel.
I play Blind Drive on my kid.
8 and 9:20 p.m. play. Play, PMI. Up space P-L-A-Y. Speed.
That's up to you, Aiden, but I'm not playing it on mine.
Toggle button, top tastic 9:22 p.m. by max.
Oh, hi, John. Long time no see.
Oh yeah.
Graphic heading. Clickable button, comment. Toggle button, 8 and 9:22 p.m. I love blind drive. I got it yesterday. Worth every penny.
Yeah, it is. It's a really cool game. I have it too, and I got the cracked version. Cracked basically means it was
Strike what we do.
the code of the app was changed. So like a developer kind of took on the app and illegally made it so that it's free to get. It's not really the great. It's called piracy.
Yeah, it's called Silkwood.
Yeah, it's called piracy. So to pirate software, it means you copy it, kinda, which is what they did. But hey, it's better than letting the developer make you go bankrupt with their games. Seriously.
Oh, and by the way, do you remember that thing that came up when you opened a a piece of pirated software. It was like hard. Something like that. Had a pirate quote or something.
Wait, on Manamon?
Yeah, I think it was man.
I opened up a pirated copy of Manamon, and it's like, error, your access has been blocked due to probable piracy. Better luck next time, matey. Because pirate is, so there's a couple different words. There's pirate, like, arr, and there's pirate copying software. So there's two different definitions of it. So.
Yeah, and, on the Railnote Apex, for those of you who have used it, and I know you may have used it, Max, right?
Mm-hmm.
Apex. Max.
I used the. I think I might have used it once. I don't know.
Well, I mean, for those who actually have, there's like when you look up pirate in the dictionary on that, one of the other like.
Well, the Apex, I just know for a fact it wasn't great.
Yeah, well, one of the there's a part of the definition that says software pirates.
Yeah, you want a good Braille note? Get the Braille Note Touch Plus or the Braille Sense 6. Get one of those. I've used the Touch Plus, but yeah, get one of the Braille Notes that runs Android. Those are good. Those let you run Android apps. Yeah, get one of those. But don't get whatever you do. Don't get the original Braille Note Touch from like 2015 or 2016 because it runs a really old and obsolete version of Android that was already obsolete when the Braille Note Touch Plus came out and was already about to be obsolete when the Braille Note Touch, the original one, was released, I think. I don't know. But the Braille Note Touch Plus, it uses Android 8, and it's a little bit, if you don't know what you're doing, it can be kind of weird to get around. But I honestly like it better than the old Braille Note Touch because it looks a lot more modern. It looks a lot more like Android, and they could actually incorporate the accessibility shortcut right into Android without having to hit the home button 3 times, and it would always, on the old Braille Note Touch, throw you back to the main menu whenever you activate or deactivate the screen reader, unless you did it in accessibility settings, unless you did it there. On the new Braille Note Touch Plus that was released, you can just hold the 2 volume buttons to turn Keysoft on and off. But the only glitch...
Kind of like my Android device.
Yep, it's so they can just integrate that right into...
All I have to do to turn on TalkBack is just to hold volume up and volume down at the same time.
Yep, that's what I do too. Crap, I got a background noise. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I think that too many computer chimes.
Yeah, it was a background that I don't think any of you wanted to hear. Wait. Oh, yeah, I'm unmuted. Okay. It's still lagging my computer terribly. I can't play that while I'm streaming. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I could, but I can't. That's something I'll have to keep in mind is when I'm streaming, I'll have to either do that on a second device or... I don't know. I can still run, like, virtual machines, but BlueStacks is much more... Yeah, it steals your resources like crap. Oh yeah, it definitely gets your... Oh yeah, it definitely uses your resources for your computer. It's a lot more... It steals a lot more resources than VMware does, for sure. But it gives a lot better performance because it's meant for gaming, but it does it at the cost of your computer's performance, is what I'm getting at here.
So, like, basically, if your computer has 4 gigabytes of RAM, then the Android emulator is 4 gigabytes.
Actually, it's got the Android emulator. So just to show what it
Blues
is.
text row 1 column 2. Blues text window. Screen curtain disabled.
I'm gonna disable screen curtain here.
Blues text
I'm
window.
gonna maximize it, put it into full screen, and I'll show you guys what this is here.
Settings.
So under settings, there's,
Medium. 2 cores. Combo box.
so this is the
Button. Medium. 2 cores. Combo box.
processor that it gives, and then, so you can set this to however you'd like it. So you can set it to
5 cores.
4,
Medium. 2 cores.
2 cores, and for I could do 4 because that's how many logical processors I have.
Low. 1 core.
1 core.
Medium. 5 4 gigabytes. Combo box. Button. High performance combo box.
So if I slide this down,
High performance. Low memory.
low memory, I might be able to get away with running some apps by doing that, but it's gonna run way slower.
Wait, how did you do that?
I hit, so the settings is Control Shift I, and then you can switch it there. So if I hit Enter, actually,
Slider 0. Checkbox not checked. Checkbox not checked. Save changes.
it changes. Let's do this, and
Blues
then
text window. Restart. Blues.
I will restart it quickly, because it tells you to.
Mouse positions for HD player dialog. Save mouse positions list. Mode. Blues step proving.
It's right there.
Button. Restart now. StreamYard desktop content share Google Chrome.
And yeah, you have to use the mouse.
Did you say Control Shift I to change that?
Control Shift I, yeah, goes to the settings. There are a lot of different keyboard shortcuts, but believe it or not, this is not a very accessible emulator. It's not, it was not built with accessibility in mind at all.
That's why I emailed them to see if they can actually fix that.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. When you ask an application developer, oh, hey, make an app that's not accessible at all to become really accessible, it's not just one simple little, tweak that they can just go in and fix it within like a few hours. It pretty much requires rebuilding the app from the ground up with accessibility in mind. It's not just a simple fix. It's like, oh yeah, I just got to do this and this and this and this and this and oh, it's built for accessibility. It's tear the whole app apart, rebuild it from scratch, or if not, if it's not that, it's modifying a lot of things.
Or maybe they could just label the buttons, or at least do that.
Well, yeah, even if we have to navigate with the mouse, that would still be okay. But we need the buttons to be labeled and all of the interfaces to be accessible. And we want what would be nice is to just keep in mind that TalkBack exists and make it a little bit more friendly for users with accessibility.
And users with,
Once they improve on the BlueStacks launcher on the Android emulator,
Yeah, the BlueStacks launcher is terrible, and you know what? Honestly, if you can switch to another launcher, go right ahead and do it, because I don't think the BlueStacks launcher's all that great.
do you think I should just download Launcher 3?
there is another launcher called Nova Launcher.
Does it work?
I haven't tried it out, and I'm not really sure if I should.
Yeah, because there are some launchers that, if you're not careful, you won't be able to get around your home screen, and if you have no other way of getting the apps, good luck.
But guess what? I tried switching to the Microsoft launcher. It did it once, but it wouldn't let me switch to it. It wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah, I don't get that. So, okay.
Launcher 3.
So right now is what's my CPU at quickly? Let me.
Average CPU load 86. Average CPU load 70.7. Average CPU load 69.
Okay, that worked. That got my CPU down a little bit. Now, just because I'm here, let's go into Eloquence quick. Just in case it's leaking something, I might turn the screen curtain back on, but I'll just actually, you know what? Why not keep the screen on for now? Oh, listen.
CPU load 99.9%. 4 1. 100%. 4 2. 1. Average CPU load 99.9%. Core 1, 99.8%. Core 2, 100%. Core 3, 100%. Core 4.
Oh yeah, that's 100, and it's gonna probably stay there.
Average CPU load 100. Average CPU load 100%. Core 1, 100%. Core 2, 100%. Core 3.
Yeah. Oh wow, it's lagging so bad right now that it's actually cutting off the speed of my screen reader. And what about my RAM?
5.61.
Let's check the CPU cores it's using. I'm gonna
Settings window set medium. 5, medium, 2 cores, combo box. 5, 4 gigabytes, combo box.
I'm gonna turn that down to
Low, 1 gigabyte.
low, and then
Medium, 2 cores, combo box. Low, 1 core.
I have to do that, I guess.
Button, low memory, slider 0. Low memory combo box. Slider 0. Checkbox not checked. Checkbox not. Checkbox not. Save change. This button.
Okay. Now let me
Restart BlueStacks window. Restart BlueStacks.
restart.
Moving.
Ugh.
Button. Restart now.
I know you hate restarting that VM.
I don't really care because BlueStacks doesn't take nearly as long. Whoa!
BlueStacks window. BlueStacks. BlueStacks. BlueStacks.
My whole computer just froze itself up on me. Now it's...
BlueStacks window. BlueStacks. BlueStacks.
What's the CPU?
CPU load 97. Average CPU load 69.6.
It's still pretty high up there. You know what? While I'm at it,
Post a comment at visitors. The boring interview. No reaction at all. Just moving. That's how boring frequency. Visitors.
that's all it is.
Dated 9:35 p.m.
An interview, pretty much. On the Google Play Store there is.
Toggle button not dated 9:29 p.m. Let's play Bartle of Acquaintances program. Dated
Let's...
9:29 p.m. Let's play Bartle of Acquaintances program. Graphics clickable button comment at toggle button not fantastic 9:27 p.m. How are things going, Max?
How are things going? They're going good.
39:11.
Oh.
9:27 p.m.
I didn't see that till 12 minutes later.
Talk back on. Onyx is now ready. Launcher 3. Gallery. Double tap to activate. Double tap and hold to launch.
Wait for this to stop talking quickly. Alright, there. What? For fear?
You know what?
Device unlocked.
You want to?
Graphic editing description.
No. Something that you don't realize.
Huh.
There's no Bluetooth. There's no Wi-Fi. There's no updates. It's
Yeah, well, luckily Android 7 is still compatible with most apps. So, eventually, you're right, they'll have to target a higher version of Android, like Android 8 or Android 9 or Android 10. But, you know what? You didn't know it was Android 7? Wait, you seriously? I can't believe you didn't know that.
I had Android 8 for a million years.
Well, hey, at least it's Android, and at least it still works with pretty much all the apps that I like to mess with.
okay, I may have freaked out a little bit.
It's running Android 7! Ah, what the heck? That's what you were like.
I like Android, man.
What the heck? It's running Android 7! Ah! That's what you were doing.
I'm saying I like the Android 8 operating system because it's more simple.
Well,
I think it's Oreo.
Android 8 is called Oreo, and it's the version the Braille Touch runs on and still runs on. But
That's the version my mobile device transcends.
I honestly,
Android 8.
yeah, like they've moved on from the Braille Touch Plus with the Braille Sense. Like the Braille Sense 5 and the Braille Sense 6, I think, run higher versions of Android than the Braille Touch.
Chromebooks are on like Android 10, I think, right now.
I don't think Chromebooks run off of Android. Well, I guess they must because they run Android apps, but I don't know.
Because me and
Yeah.
site use Chromebooks too.
Yeah,
Chromebooks run off of Chrome OS.
they don't run off of it. Actually, that's a good point. I don't think that they run off of Android. They're both based on Linux, which is an open source operating system. They're based on that operating system, which is why they can run on like VMware and stuff. But they are not the same operating system. They have similarities, but they're not the same.
Let me tell you something. Chromebooks originally were laptops that were basically things that ran the Chrome OS. So basically, what a Chromebook originally used to be.
What it was a laptop with only Google Chrome, and you could only browse the internet. Yeah, I know what it was.
And download web applications too.
You can still do that.
Yeah, but on more modern versions of Chrome OS, they allowed.
Yeah, they pushed Android app support over to Chrome OS within the last couple of years.
And also, Google Assistant.
They pushed that over too.
Clickable. Toggle button. Top of task 9:26 p.m. Your voice sounds different now.
My voice sounds different. Yeah, it does. It sounds way different than what it used to sound like back in It sounds way different than it did back in 2020, and I'm glad for it.
Different back in 2020.
My voice did. You don't remember?
Yes, I do.
Your voice sounds normal right now, and your voice sounded normal in 2022.
Did it sound really high pitched and cracky like this?
No.
Well, it did for the longest time when I started YouTube. I hated it.
But when you started YouTube, your voice was like, "Hey guys,
Hi guys, it's Max Bakowski, and I'm gonna beat my bop it. Bop it, twist it, pull it, bop it, twist it, pull it, screw it, flip it, destroy it, kiss it, stroke it. No, I'm kidding.
Traffic has clicked. Toggle button. 8:24 p.m. I play Minecraft on my channel.
Okay.
Years ago, that was named Amy Bowman, and
Traffic heading. Clickable. Toggle button. Not click. Traffic status.
I gotta keep up with live stream chat.
Visited. Just avoid more interview. No reaction. Off visit. Toggle. Clickable. But out of list. Traffic heading. Just post a comment.
Oh wow, we drove the viewers away. Nice.
what was that about?"
Nothing.
Traffic heading. Listed 7. Toggle button. Not click. Clickable button. Comment action. Top visited.
You know, I used to get a really good audience, but now I can't even push 30 views on my videos.
guys, I'm gonna have to go eat, but I'll be BACK.
Oh
You
no.
mean you'll be PRB?
I don't really use BRB, but yeah.
PRB means be right back.
I know, but I'm not
Let's
gonna say
welcome chat message. Welcome to live. Track position 21.
You know about 20 to 30 minutes
21.
now.
Page 103. Group. 21. 22. Top close. Top
Enjoy
0.
your dinner.
Yeah, right now it says 0 watching, so everyone left.
Collapsed it. Play.
Actually,
Close button.
There goes my computer chiming. Oh god.
Avoid more interview. Visited. Toggle. Clickable. Out of list. Traffic heading. Just post a comment. Out of it. Nah, nah, nah.
let's try Android one more time.
Who's X 01 column 2.
Or not, because
Average
it's...
CPU load 6. Average CPU load 45.4%. Play store.
Is it still
Press Alt plus
gonna...
enter to activate. Press Alt plus shift plus enter to long press. Actions available. Use Alt plus space to view. Unknown. Section. Unknown.
What is this? Ah, it's the little icon saying that I'm sharing my audio. There's a little... there's like a huge box on my screen indicating that my screen is being shared to StreamYard. It's still there, I think. And yeah, I keep that on just so I can tell where the mouse is at, but I wish there was a way to turn that down. There's not. Because you have enough vision to see the mouse. I don't. So that's an indication of where I'm at. It's really annoying to a lot of people, but I need to use it to find my way around the mouse. If I ever have to find my way around the screen, it's just like kind of an indication of where I'm at. Yeah, the progress sounds are about the same as... Let me do talkback settings for this. Unfortunately, it is really laggy right now, but I have it set to very low memory and very low RAM because I can't do anything else, because if I do, I'll lose a lot of my performance on my computer. It won't make my computer crash, but it'll make it massively lag. That's because your computer is a little better than mine. I think your processor might be a little bit stronger than mine, but I've seen your computer lag pretty badly too. So I'm not sure. That might just be a guess. When you had all those tabs open and we were running Windows 11 in a VM, you're forgetting that. Yeah. So let's see how... I don't think... Let me open... That's already installed, so we don't need to do that on here. Let me close out of that. There we go. I just got rid of that message. Yeah, we can in a minute. But I'd like to get someone else in here if we were going to do that. So under advanced, there actually is a way to improve the quality of this text-to-speech engine a little bit. Because right now the sample rate is at 11 kilohertz, 11,000 hertz. You can change it to 16K, but it'll completely different. It'll make the quality way different. The intonation sounds the same, but the voice sounds a little different. Well, it does a little bit. Does it sound a little bit more like breathy, I guess you could say? It does a little bit. Actually, I can compare it. See? Actually, it does sound a little different. It sounds a little different, not by much, but yeah. I keep it at about 11K a lot of the time. It's lower quality, but I'm kind of used to that because it's really close to the same quality I have on my computer. Yeah, I do too. It is. Well, not if you buy it from the official developer, it isn't. Which is ridiculous, by the way. Do you want to know how much a full-time license costs? Like, you want to know how much it costs for SAPI 5 on Windows from the official developer of it? It costs $80. Yep, there is a cracked version on blindhelp.net for SAPI 5, but I wouldn't recommend getting it unless you're using it. Like, don't use it with a screen reader. Download IBM TTS if you're going to do that. But if you're using it with some games that support SAPI 5, like STW or Adventure at Sea, I don't know, then, yeah, I guess, then it's good for that. Yeah, go ahead and get that add-on, because it's got a lot more functionality than the one on SAPI 5 does. It lets you change the voice profile. It lets you customize a lot of things with the synthesizer. Yeah, it lets you customize everything. It's really convenient. Like, you can change the voices on the Android one. On SAPI 5, you can't even change the voices. It's kind of stupid. Yeah, let's see if I can play any type of game. I don't think I'll be able to just because it's such a, like a really low-end computer. Well, it's not that my computer is low-end, it's just I'm using a lot, I'm using very little memory and very little processor usage for BlueStacks, so it might run, but it might not run well. I'm gonna get rid of everything. Like, you know, I mean under my recent apps, not my actual apps. I gotta get. Honestly, I'd like to get my computer up to Windows 11, but the only way to do that is to modify the installer. I don't want to modify the installer on my real computer. I'm fine with doing it in a virtual machine because it's harmless to the actual computer, but on an actual, it has some stability issues that I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss that too because I don't need that up. I have a lot of apps. I'm gonna open up FER. I don't know why it's spelled that way, but it is. And I'm gonna go ahead and probably suspend TalkBack. And yes, let me see. I think my CPU is gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be okay to play. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit TalkBack. I don't need it right now. I don't want it on, so we're good there. And then maximize BlueStacks. I'm gonna put it completely into. Hold on. Oh, is it gonna? Ugh. No. Of course it is, because I installed it with an APK, a cracked APK. Yeah. No. Okay. There's no way I'm buying it from the Play Store. Especially not on an emulator. Which actually has some glitches with paying for stuff. And I don't even have a payment card on here. So, alright, I'll stick to Forest. And I will... I'm not going to do that yet. I'm still going to play this. I'm just not going to do it on the factory theme. If I connected my computer to my phone, I could play it with the factory theme, but I don't want to do that right now. Because I actually do have the factory purchased on my Apple ID, but if you have an Android, I don't think you can sign into your Apple ID to get those purchases. So, okay. Crap. What did I just do? And I can go ahead and play. Oh. I have to let it load, and it's probably going to take its time to do that too. No, well, the only reason it will is just because I had to make it a little lower so that the computer could handle it. Because before, with both StreamYard and Skype going, and me streaming, it couldn't handle it. Well, alright. There's the play button. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. It's actually working okay. And you can actually play the actual game with the keyboard. So, swipe up. So, swipe up is up arrow, swipe down is down, swipe right is right, and swipe left is left arrow. So, yep. Yeah, they're zombies. Oh, crap, no! I already failed. Yay! I already failed! I'm doing a great job! This time I am gonna be lazy
Press home to unlock.
and get out my phone.
Field. 0 of 4 values entered. Secure text field. Double tap wrong passcode. Wrong passcode. Wrong passcode. 6. NNO. 8. 0.
Oh,
YouTube. Back. Up. Max. Cap. Search. Web. Select. Play. Channel. About. Max. Bakehouse. 200. Edit channel. Edit. Random live stream. Because why not? 20. Collapse video. 21. 35. 8. 21. 35. 8. The morning camera. Some stupid thing with a switch. Then just bring some drinks. Then just a morning interview. No real action at all. Just moving that sound ring frequency as it is. 21. 47. 8. Yeah, you sound like a little kid then. When I first saw you on YouTube, I thought you were like a 9-year-old little kid.
a 9-year-old? That is nice.
21. 48. 8. I'm pretty much the only audience to participate in your stream is nowadays.
I know, I used to have a really good audience. I used to have a lot of people that would come by and say hi, but
Welcome to live chat. Chat message.
I miss those days, to be honest.
Welcome to live.
But ever since, like, October, the end of October, beginning of November, something just changed about my live streams, and everyone just kind of stopped coming. I don't get what was up with it. I don't know. Alright, let's try one more time. Wait, what the? Oh.
Do not disturb on.
Okay, I'm gonna play one more time. And this time I won't screw up by talking while I'm playing. Go away, you stupid zombies. Power up! Let's... a boost. Alright, that's done. Screw off, you stupid zombies. I'm kidding. Jump. This game gets fast. Really fast. Another power up. What's this? Light doubler. Oh crap! I barely avoided that. Ravens, got a duck. Swiping down. Hands coming from the graves. I gotta swipe up now. Jump over those. This game gets crazy. a shield. But it wears off if you get hit. It saves you for one hit. If after that... Dang it! Holy cow. Crap. Whew. Dang it. No! Dang it! Ugh. Well, that game was... Holy cow. Alright, That was pathetic. Actually, that wasn't terrible. That wasn't terrible, especially since I haven't played this in a while. Alright, let's see what I did. Alright. Survived 50 zombies in total. Alright. Oh my goodness. I forgot how hard that game was. Even playing on a keyboard, that's ridiculously hard. I forgot about that. How hard that game was. If you guys really want me to, I can get my phone out, connect it to the Bluetooth on my computer, and play the factory. But only if someone requests it. Because I don't feel like doing it.
Try again.
You know what? I'm not going to keep my phone out with chats anymore. Why is it doing that now? Oh, crap. Hold on. I think I know why.
Try again.
I think I know why.
Friday, 22:04.
Let me close out this. Oh. Hold on. Did it not... I don't know why the screen share isn't working. Let me...
Try again. Focus mode. Try again.
It was working just a second ago.
Swipe upward. Try page 1 and 2. Adjust the page. Try again. Try again. Passcode view.
What's this?
Enter. Emergency. Enter. Your passcode is required to enable 6. And then no. YouTube. Track live. Track forward play. Button. Play. Oh, whoa, we already have 2 watching. Next video. Button. Selected. Forward play. Button. Play. Track next pause. Button. Play.
You're right. Why isn't that working? Yeah, the screen share abruptly ended. Okay. I'm gonna screen share once again. This will bring up my
Stop sharing button.
CPU quite a bit. Oops. I just clicked stop sharing instead of hide. I gotta do it all over again now.
Yo. Stop sharing. Type link. StreamYard desktop.
Okay, so if you think... So, Fear is a hard game. If you think that's hard, try playing Blindscape with the mouse. Oh my word.
Folder view list. BlueStacks. Opposite extreme. Have open mic.
I'm about to go to it.
Blindscape 107.
Because on BlueStacks, when you install apps, they not only appear in the virtual machine itself, the emulator, they will also show up on the desktop. So, I'll play through Blindscape once, just because I feel like it, and then I might end the live stream, just because...
BlueStacks window. BlueStacks.
Yep, and then it goes right to back to BlueStacks, and it's going to open it up.
Send.
I'm really surprised that this is actually available for Android, considering how bad of a game it is.
Chat message input.
I'm kind of surprised.
Custom. More. Welcome to live. 22. Until even. Screen sharing isn't working. I don't. Welcome to live.
Let me make sure it's working now.
Next live button. Select surprised. Custom. More. Track full. F4 pause. Until even. Screen sharing isn't working. I don't. Welcome to live.
Let me make sure it's working now.
Next live button. Select surprised. Play.
Still nothing. Okay.
StreamYard Google Chrome.
Is it still?
Communal words play.
Hold on. It should be sharing, but it isn't.
No more personal
Hold on.
liability meetings.
Left button. Select me.
The rattle of the radiator.
It should be sharing, but it isn't.
Any personal
Hold on.
liability meetings.
Left button. Select me.
Punishment fixed
It should be sharing, but it isn't.
for the burned out land. Punishment fixed no matter how bad it
Oh, you know what? It is. It is.
220738.
Let me turn my mic down a little bit. It's about here.
I need to get
Now
out
let
of this
me-
room.
Filter left
I
button.
need to get out of this city.
down a little bit.
I refuse to wait until I wither away. You've taken almost everything from me. But I still have
There,
control
now
over
it-
one thing.
It's a little more audible, I think.
When
Boost action screen. Boost action window.
ends.
This is the highest. Actually,
Run dialog. Type the name of selection.
But
what's
first,
my volume at?
I need to leave my room.
Text on the folder view list.
I'm standing in
New
front of
slider
the door,
7
but I still
Oh,
need to
that's
find
why.
the doorknob.
Okay. So here's where we find the doorknob of all things, like
Next
the simplest thing you could ever do.
Left button. Selected.
So here's where we find the doorknob of all things, like the simplest thing you could ever do.
Selected. So here's where.
Hold on, look.
Filtering. Next video. Full track is at 1 hour.
But I still
Oh,
need to
that's
find
why.
the doorknob.
Okay. So okay, ready? I'm gonna attempt to find the stupid doorknob, but luckily I have a kind of a
Boost action row 1 column 2. Boost
hunch
action.
on where it is, so because
Boost
this
action
is
window,
the
boost
first time I've done this. But now that I'm screen sharing again,
Average CPU load 76. Average CPU load
my
99.1.
CPU goes all the way back up. So this might get
Is
tricky.
Blake on your still? Or
He
did you
is.
have to give?
Mouse bracket.
I thought he was.
Window. Unknown.
Should we get someone else on here?
Yep, it was right
Got
there.
it. I never thought I'd see the day where
Can-
opening a
Beyonce,
door
can you
constituted
hear
a
my
major
screen
victory.
audio?
Not for someone who was the lead architect on the new government complex, which included the courthouse where they sentenced me.
Beyonce,
It hardly felt like mine.
can you hear my
Could've been
screen audio?
Monumental.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
commission rejected every good idea
This
I
is
had.
Blindscape, believe it or not, on Windows.
And here's the outer door.
Okay. When do you
I think
know-
this is a perfect game to play right before I wrap this stream up.
Ow. Ouch.
I like how we say "ow" when you can't find it. Oh, come on, you're around here somewhere. Stop.
Nope.
Crap. Where you at? Stupid doorknob.
Ow.
I can see you. No, I can't.
Not that. Ouch.
Really?
Ow.
Oh, is it? There it is. Finally.
It's a short walk to the perimeter of our precinct.
You know what? I won't need the mouse after this.
Beyond that is the old city. Nothing but decaying buildings and
Mouse
the
bracket off.
rusted bones of ancient cars. I just hope no one is
there's
following
not
me.
there's not any more parts of the game that are like that where you have to find objects. Well, there's the one where you have to lift up
The
the
tribunal
access
never figured out
hatch,
how I got
but
out of the precinct in the first place.
all you have to do is swipe up for that. So that's
They offered to
not
let me
hard
keep
do.
one eye
You just
if I
gotta
told them.
Find the bottom of the
I
screen
lied and said I found
with the mouse.
forbidden art.
and then swipe up
Reward
really
my
fast
partner.
while you left click. You hold down. You
They didn't believe me.
hold down the
So they took
left
both
mouse
eyes.
button and then you swipe up really fast.
The way under the wall is right
Not
here.
hard to do.
I just have
What's
to lift
hard,
up the access hatch to the old
is-
subway system and climb down.
Talk back
Hey, Brian.
gestures and accessibility stuff. That's what's hard.
You're good at screen reading. What's so funny about me?
All right,
Brian?
here's where we do it. Here's where we lift up the little, whatever you call it. Here's where we do it. We swipe up on the, and I
was
got it
all
first
because
try.
of some stupid movie posters. I've never even seen a movie, or read a novel, or heard a song.
I never thought I'd be playing this on
I
Windows.
loved those posters. I could sit for hours just imagining the story each one might have represented. I never would have gone out there. I never would have found the posters if it hadn't been for her. They took her away. It wasn't just her that killed that morning. They also killed me, the person I was when we were together. The secret language that we created, that any two people create when they're so close. It was orphaned, left with only a single native speaker. And the empty shell they left behind
Yes.
Why was I saying
no longer
thanks,
cared about the
Brian,
risk
for
of
being
sneaking
such a
into the
great
old
streamer?
city.
Brian's the voice
We
by
always talked
Abona
about
that
going.
can't understand what you're saying because it's a freaking text-to-speech voice.
I get it. I just think
I must be
Brian
under where the
makes
wall
me
is
silly.
now. They make a show of guarding it, but no one really cares.
And I get to keep
Most
Brian
people are
forever,
too
right
busy
or
with their
wrong?
jobs to try to get
Right.
out. Besides,
So if I download
they've all
any
been told
new
that the
iPhone
stuff out
voices,
there is what
keep
destroyed the
forever, or
old
is it-
world.
It'll keep it. It'll keep it.
And as far as I
But
can tell,
all the
they're right.
voices
it
that I
did.
sent you are the only voices that are
not sure I
available
care
for
anymore.
that. All right, there's that.
The tunnel that leads out is on the other side of the empty station.
Oh, I hate this part.
I used to have a flashlight, but that wouldn't do too much good for me now. There's a pipe that's always leaking right above it.
All right, well, I can get
I guess I'll just have to walk towards the dripping sound.
not terrible. I can do that, I guess. Where's it? Oh, right here.
I can look up Brian here.
Oh. Now I'm walking toward it. Okay.
I love Brian. He's pretty nice.
There it is.
Okay, here's the pipe.
Right voice.
That wasn't too
The
terrible.
restrictions never made sense to me.
That wasn't.
The stuff that got people
horrible to-
addicted and caused everything to fall apart was full-scale virtual worlds.
All right.
I didn't see how the old books and pictures you find out here could cause any harm. I still showed up at work every day. Everything was fine until I left the posters out and the landlord stopped by. I'd been bugging him to fix the heat for 6 months, and that had to be the day he finally showed up. There's water here. I can feel the tug of a current. This old subway
Oh, yeah,
tunnel seems
this
to have a
is-
river running down it.
Whoa, I think we get it. Whoa.
There's some kind of boat here,
I know
too.
how this works because I've played it
Might as well
so
use
many
it.
times.
Although I have no idea where I'd
Because
be
this
going.
game
I
is
have
so
Brian.
it's
Maybe
so
it'll be like the
short.
Viking funerals I read about in the encyclopedia volume I found.
Brian.
It covered the letters U and V.
Actually, I can turn my mic back up.
Now I just need to push off from shore.
And I can do that too. Luckily.
Roll lock up.
Oops.
Roll lock on.
Let me just.
Num lock up.
No, I don't want the num lock. Get out of here.
Mouse tracking on. Window. Alone.
All right.
Mouse tracking off.
Push off from shore. So I think you just swipe.
That's a start. Getting there. Almost.
Oh. Crap.
There
it
we
goes.
go.
Let me make
I
sure
can't
the
really
screen
steer
share's still up.
Anyway, I'm exhausted. I'll just lie here and throw down the tunnel.
Zero of 4 values.
Drowning isn't the best way to go, but at least
There
I'll be
goes.
far enough away that there's no chance of getting taken back to the precinct.
Track position full screen. Button.
Drowning isn't the best way to go.
Play.
All right, it's still working.
What was that TTS program you had?
What?
What was that TTS program where you could type any... I mean, anything in and
I must have fallen asleep. How long was I out? I guess this is where my little boat runs.
Your audio's really quiet. Wait, actually, it's probably mine. What were you saying?
Huh?
What were you saying?
What was that text-to-speech app that you used to type in so you could make your text-to-speech say, oh, or something like that?
I don't understand what you mean.
There were other survivors
You know that
outside of...
Microsoft Scotty said that he wanted bologna sandwiches?
Balabolka?
Oh, Boco, yeah.
Yeah, that? What?
I don't know how I get our Balaboca on here, unless I already have it.
Download.
You'll have to download it.
It's coming through the air vents. I can hear a little more clearly. It reminds me of the first time I saw those movie posters. It was like an entire world unfolding in front of me. This is what they've taken away from us. This is what they thought would destroy us.
Oh, that. In a second, we're gonna end up walking again.
I'll have to walk in the direction of the sound to get to it.
Okay. Here it is.
What is it in with this?
I think it's just beyond this door. I have no idea what
Alright.
people are making this sound, music. It might be dangerous. It might be a trap. But I already know I'm going in there. I've been waiting my whole life for a moment like this. I don't care if it's my last. I just wish she was with me to hear this. Here
What
we
is
go.
Windows RT?
That's it. That was the end of that game. Which that's like a really weird way to end a game. I'm just gonna point out.
You know what? There's no tutorial on how to do the actions.
Well, there doesn't always need to be a tutorial on how to really do the actions because it's so simple.
It's up, down, left, or right to move.
No, so first you poke your finger around the screen to try to find the stupid doorknob for 2 doors. Then you swipe up and then basically tap the left and right side of the screen to walk, and then it's not hard to do.
It's just so easy.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is just-
And I also have played Frequency Missing on here, and you know what? It actually works really well with playing with the mouse. It works really well with it. I like it.
Oh yeah, the new voices that Mr. Max gave me a while ago are nice.
Yeah.
What are your voices?
Brian,
Yvonne O'Brien.
I like Brian.
I
I
can
don't
mess
know if you
with.
get any more voices just from Ivona yourself.
Volume mixer F, StreamYard, Google Chrome, row 1 column. Clickable button, clickable menu button, clickable max button, news microphone button, turn on, enter, out, button, toggle button, not 8 to 10:02 p.m. Screen sharing isn't working. I don't hear your toggle, clickable button, graphic settings, script 8 to 10 p.m. Can you turn up the volume a lot because it's so quiet?
Can you turn up the volume?
Clickable graphic settings, 8 to 10:14 p.m. Mindscape was a really boring game, almost as boring as Frequency Missing.
Almost, but hey, at least it has a little bit of action, and it. What helps is that it makes you find the actions yourself, and it has a little more of a storyline to it than Frequency Missing. All Frequency Missing is it's dragging your finger around the screen, talking to people. Then there's no way to skip past a lot of stuff. So, as it requires a little strategy, but with like literally only one part of the game requires strategy. It's like, yeah. Some people like it, some people don't. Frequency Missing, I guess it's okay if you're really bored, but it's not. It gets really repetitive, I guess is how you could say it. It's not really something to play over and over again like some other audio games are.
Because all you do is turn the door handle off. Toggle button, not Clickable button comment. Graphic settings. 8 and 10:17 p.m. Missed just the board game that you played at 5 minutes and it just placed in the bottom of your computer. Toggle button not pressed. Clickable button comment. Action out of list. Graphic settings. Script. Post a comment. Edit out of edit button chat.
Okay, what?
22:03.
It's already.
Clickable main.
How long have I been live?
Button full screen. Clickable button. Clickable. Graphic settings. Max. Clickable button. Graphic. Clickable. Live 120:02.
I've been live for an hour 20 and I haven't been doing anything this entire stream.
Landmark.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream here.
Edit broadcast button.
Why?
Clickable Max Wachowski.
What else can we do? And it's already 10:20. I don't want to stream too late.
Well, why not just wait? Why not just wait and see if other people comment?
If they were gonna comment, they would have commented by now. Beyond sight, we've been live an hour 20. No one's gonna check in after an hour and 20 minutes of streaming. What?
You did a live stream for over 2 hours.
But it was earlier in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I did that stream around like 7 or like 7:30, 8. But I didn't start this till close to 9. So. And why do you even question it anyway?
I just don't do streams often anymore, and I just like to do it with more people.
You can stream on your channel for a while if you want to after I'm done, but
I mean, I don't
I'm
play-
gonna end the stream here, so
Clickable end broadcast button.
thank you guys for watching this boring stream, because I have no idea of what to do on my YouTube channel anymore, and don't subscribe, because my channel is terrible, like unlike it used to be, and I won't see you guys in the next video. No, I'm kidding. The opposite.
End broadcast button.
The opposite, yes.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to subscribe.
And dislike all the videos.
No, do that to be on site. Okay,
No,
so make sure to leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you next time.